Welcome to Pod on the Prairie, week 16, Ag says, where KP, Scotty, and he get together and do the best we can, because that's all we can do, the best we can. And I think we're recording. It's cold outside. There's a song about that. I was wearing the hat. I may put it back on for the show, but as we do each week, Scotty,
we have a selfie stick.
We start with the Ag Report.
Ag Report. Looks like corn's down 3 points, 444 again. Soybeans is up 4 points to 1091. Still no word on the bailout. Supposed to be 12 billion.
Maybe that's like about a third of what the agricultural sector has lost.
Just China. It's a third of what just China lost.
Fellas, we can't be curmudgeons already, so we're saying the 12 billion isn't good enough, and the farmers are upset that they're even getting that. That's what
no, I'm not. No. I don't think the farmers are probably grateful they're getting anything. I'm just saying. Yeah. I observed. I heard someone, do quick math, and I thought, well, shit,
go ahead.
Well, shoot, that ain't then but a third of what we've lost.
That's correct, but because the whole mechanism of how it went down, is that a word? Mechanism or mechanism? There you go. How it went down was effed up with the tariffs, with the combined back-to-back bad years of agriculture. Isn't that accurate?
Yeah.
Just kind of compounded, because from what I'm hearing, it's not like that rosy of an outlook. Or am I being sky's falling?
Well, it's still got the same problem. The prices aren't high enough to make any money. So the bailout's just gonna kick the can down the road. And it ain't even gonna kick it real good.
Not even that far down the road.
Yeah.
Jesus. How about some lift me up, hurt me up? Weather? Oh, that's gonna get shitty too. Huh?
It's gonna get cold, but other than being cold, there ain't nothing really in the forecast.
Scotty, you're not a fan of the cold, are you?
Not at all.
But
I prefer heat and light over cold and dark.
I as well. I'm with you on that.
There's no such thing really as cold. That's just what we describe. There's absence of heat. There's no such thing as dark. It's absence of light. And there's no such thing as well, there is a such thing as a hate. Hate is a strong emotion. The opposite of love, or at that other end of the pole on love, is apathy, not caring at all. That's worse than hate. If someone hates you, at least you know they care about you.
I get a lot of that online.
See, people like you, or hate you. They care about you.
Well, I was told by a dear friend, who I won't name, but told me to retire. And I agreed with him. I said, look, I don't have the energy anymore to battle this nonsense. I just see it for what it is, and when I hear the word affordability is a hoax.
You can't see. He's been saying fake news for a while, but you can't just say a word is a hoax, man. Affordability describes a situation. You can't just start.
You can too.
But
you can.
1984 predicted that, though, didn't they?
Did they?
If they don't have the words to describe their situation, they won't realize how messed up it is. Affordability isn't a thing. That's not a word.
Well, gas prices are down. Egg prices are down, Scotty.
Right. I guess if you're buying grain from farmers, then everything's affordable, huh?
So, wow, we don't want to do that. So you think prices aren't good? Help me out here, Ag.
Well, it's not even the problem. The problem, KP. I'm sorry. You need to take that.
No, that's him.
The problem, KP, really isn't the prices. People are talking about prices, inflation. The problem is that wages have stayed flat relatively since 1970 as compared with the gross domestic product. We're not getting our share. You know, the Bible talks about, you know, muzzling an ox, you know. You're supposed to get your share. You don't starve the engine that's pulling the economy. You know, the oil works in the engine because it circulates. Money works in an economy only if it circulates. If it's pooling into these bank accounts for billionaires and now trillionaires, oh, good for Elon. Well, then there's no lubricant through the rest of the economy.
Ag?
I agree. Pretty much gotta have it moving around.
Gotta have it
When
moving
it
around.
all piles up and ain't doing nobody no good.
Nobody.
Okay. Solutions.
Tax and rich.
Universal basic income. Really. There's too many moving parts to fix it any other way. Just make it one index. But what?
You've heard the pushback.
What pushback?
Yeah.
I've heard weak arguments that aren't ever supported. I just hear them repeated.
Okay. That's the
No,
solution.
I want it to be shot down. You know, ever since I started considering the idea, I'll bring it up in conversations like, shoot this down, go ahead, tell me why it sucks.
Right.
But nobody can ever do it. They'll start to say, well, nobody would work. False.
Right.
They've tried it.
Right.
People still work. Well, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that means giving something to others.
It doesn't. It's not a matter of giving. It is, you see, there's something called the national patrimony. This has nothing to do with the patriarchy. But what this means is that our nation, right, as any nation area does, generates wealth. Okay, right? There's resources and you know, and everybody is entitled as citizens and participants, you know, citizens in this country. Everyone is entitled to their piece of that patrimony.
I'm not hearing you at all, but are you pretty much in concurrence with that theory?
Yeah, I mean, over the years it's been taken from the working class people and put at the top.
That's right. We had a wonderful thing, you know, history loves the pyramid shape, right? Where you have one guy at the top and a couple cronies beneath him, and then a couple, you know, intermediates to make sure things get done, and then a whole bunch of people down at the bottom. The United States had this wonderful diamond-shaped society for a long time. Well, sure, there's always going to be people who rise to the top, and there's always going to be poor, but we had this big middle that was bulged out, the middle class, and it was the envy of the world, and it drove the economy not only of the United States, but of the world. But in 1970s, I think it was 1972, 1974, they actually sat down, they, being some rich and powerful people, and drafted the Powell Memorandum. Look it up, P-O-W-E-L-L Memorandum. I mean, they just sat down and said, middle class got too much money. They're getting uppity. Let's go ahead and take this all away. And they devised a plan and they implemented it. Ronald Reagan was a big part of that. Dismantling the fairness doctrine. So now we have a populace that instead of being informed voters, we have a confused population divided by weapons-grade propaganda. And both the Democrats and the Republicans are responsible for watching it happen and taking advantage of it instead of standing up and saying, wait a minute, stop. Okay.
Rant over, and it was a really good one. And
Sorry,
I love it. Little Skinner, because we're going to the music part of this. Help me out. Remember I told you to set him up. Ask him about his album.
Yeah, Wade Newbrough and I have been spelled like Newbrough, E-R-O-U-G-H, but it's Newbrough. Anyway, Wade and I have been working on this album for right about a year now. We released, it was kind of, I pushed it out too early, a single, just because I was excited. I wanted to show that we were doing something. And we've actually remixed that for the album. But I listened on the way here, and I've got a couple small tweaks I have to make because I made some other small tweaks. But it should be going out for early release, advanced copies to, radio stations and whatnot for review and for consideration this week. And
awesome.
then we're looking at a release
awesome.
to all the streaming platforms in early January, early or mid-January. And I think Wade plans to have some CDs made if people still listen that way, but I think it'll probably be up on YouTube for free. I think we mostly want people to hear it. Don't really expect to make any money, but it should be a fun for people who like classic rock. In theory, they're not making classic rock anymore, right? Because it was made then, but kind of like people who, build today, replicas of cars from, the 50s or 60s. We kind of built a replica of an album from the 70s.
Outstanding.
It is very much, we very much try to get that vintage vibe, so. It's not a modern sounding record, other than it's a little bit thicker in the low end. When people may not know this, there is a limit of how much bass you could mix into vinyl because the needle starts bouncing it out.
Wow.
And that's why we went to CDs. I think, we started to hear a little bit more water bend in the mix. But,
well, that's great. We will promote that, the album on the show, and our upcoming
Pilgrimage
show.
is the name of it.
Pilgrimage?
Yeah, spelled like,
wow.
like it should be.
Like
Wade Newbrough, so it should be out in all the streaming platforms. You start looking for it in January, mid-January, late January should be good.
I love the anticipation because as I was telling Ag on the way here, this is going to be my farewell show.
What?
Yeah, I didn't, I was supposed to Friday undergo the final round of surgery. And I have been not looking forward to that. So, they called today to confirm, because I won't conform. And I needed a consultation before the operation, Scotty.
Yeah.
They didn't like my tone, so I've been referred out. Because the scheduling lady called this morning, and I asked for a little bit of something to help with my anxiety. And I asked, we need to talk post-op pain meds. Well, when you talk about the opioids in the aughts, or the 2000 now, I'm going, hey man, you guys are paid. You have my teeth. I've got one more appointment, and before you put me asleep, because I'm kind of scared of that, let's talk about it. And they didn't like how I talked about it. So the consultation woman said, well, I'll have the nurse call me. And so this 20-something RN told me that we're going to have to outsource you because you're asking for medicine. I go, ma'am, that's not what I did. I said, the Xanax, maybe. But I said, nothing about prescribing me pain meds before I went in. I said, what are you going to give me after it happens? So I'm not able to question that. Ag, help me out here.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I don't think so. We're not going to see you. You're done, old man. Okay. I'm okay with it.
They're probably doing everything in their power not to get it done anyway, since that insurance don't exist anymore.
Well, they've been paid, I think. They have my teeth. Oh, you think they got to do this?
Oh yeah, it's always such a nightmare.
Yeah, them getting paid is not a thing that happens easily. They've got their own little trials and tribulations.
Okay. Well, how about I wait and do it in 26 in Missouri? That's what I'm going to do.
What?
I'll do it in 2026 in Missouri. I'm looking forward to next year. I thought this show was going to be the last show because I didn't think I would survive even though I survived quadruple bypass, I didn't think I would
So
survive.
we gotta cancel my plans for next Wednesday?
No. Yeah. Man, I got too many things going on at once. Hinkle says that we cancel. We gotta call Hinkle, we gotta call Boswell, fellas. Let me hit stop. I'm not gonna go get the teeth done. That was the whole point of that. This
What?
Ag.
I don't know where we're at.
Me not getting.
Articles of impeachment have been drawn up against RFK Jr.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a cabinet member being impeached. I'm sure it's happened. I just.
They are impeaching. He's full of shit. Every time I see that dude talking, he's just lying his mouth.
Bob Hinkle.
What's up?
Man, we're in mid-flight, is all I can say.
Oh, you gonna run a little late?
What do you think? Huh?
Don't blame it on Scotty.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on Scotty. He's sitting over here picking and grinning, but he's late as hell. And
Gotcha.
and nobody wants to hear what I got to say, so and Ag won't talk.
Are you complaining or what?
I was about
Jeez.
about dentists, brother.
About what?
Dentists. Teeth
Well.
people. Teeth people.
It's
Or-
just dine and dash. Go in there, walk in and say, hey, yeah, you know I got the money in my pocket, go ahead and do it. And then be like, oh, I left my wallet in the car.
We were talking about toxic male masculinity, ugly stuff.
We were talking about that?
My attitude.
Oh.
The reason I have been referred out, Bob. I've been canceled because of my snarky attitude. Imagine
Who
that.
canceled you? Scotty?
Scotty. Ag. No, the dentist. The dentist did, man.
He did what?
The dentist. I can't even say it because I ain't got no teeth.
The dentist?
Yeah, say it for me. Dentist.
What are you, an anti? Oh, he's Jewish. Are you an anti-Semite?
He made.
I'm an anti-dentist.
Here, let me translate for you.
Anti-denti, okay.
Yeah.
He started fishing around in questions about drugs and made him sound like he wanted.
A dope seeker.
Yeah, he sounded like
Yeah.
he's a dope seeker. So they're like, "Oh, we can't do you. We're gonna have to refer you somewhere else."
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what happened, Bob.
Well,
All I wanted was a Zanny and some old boys when you pull my
He's
teeth out.
been better off going down to the,
yeah.
street.
Where are you, Captain?
Oh, mighty Mississippi. In between Timbuktu and Thebes, Illinois.
Nice. Well, Timbuktu is lit up, and Ag and I discussed it. Is it the same lighting? Ag says it's the same lighting. I disagree. We
You
will,
just need to clean your glasses.
wow. With the plus sign. Can you hear these fellas?
Do I hear you?
Hear them.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to be funny?
He said something about your glasses?
Yeah, told me to clean them.
Yeah.
Like my dad used to say, you smell something, you got to add it to your upper lip.
Yeah, there you go.
Bunch of smart asses, man. Y'all need to be canceled out by the dentist too.
Don't get sensitive.
Well, I have to, man.
You're a registered Democrat. You can't be sensitive.
Wow. I no longer remember. I left the party.
Oh, so you're independent now. You're just
Exactly.
kind of like Ross Perot.
Both sides suck,
Yeah,
especially the Republicans.
yeah.
You,
What,
you and Jason Smith, the ABBA.
Oh shoot, I was going to ask you if you seen something. I talked to you and I forgot what it was.
I watched some SEMO conference.
Did you see the East Prairie game? And Chappie
Saw,
basketball.
saw the end of it. Sure did.
Oh,
You
you
fellas?
seen the game-winning shot by Jay Watt?
Did what? I did. Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot.
It was. EP going to be having to rebuild I hope not. I hope not as bad as football though.
They'll win a few games this year, but they're not going to win. You know, they're not going to be contending for no conference championship or anything.
Or the Bloomfield Christmas tournament like they did last year. Didn't they fall in the championship game last year? Yes.
No, I believe it. Was it the championship?
I want to say so, but it may not have been. It may have been the semis last year. You're right.
I don't know. They should have won it.
Right.
They were. Oh yeah, I remember because somebody was criticizing Coach Scott, saying that he cost them the game. I couldn't remember. Some newspaper.
That wasn't me. Not me.
No. It was a writer for one of the Standard or something. Yeah. He's blaming it on the coaching.
A couple of things, because we're going to call Boswell here in just a minute.
Boswell. Gunson Boswell?
Yes. Yeah, did I not tell you that?
What's he going to be talking music or what, man?
Kinda. He's got a fledgling career in podcasting.
No kidding.
So that's what he says and what he wants to do. So yeah, I
He wants to be in it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, hey man, we're on week 16 out of Timbuktu, and Rex Carden said we're doing the right thing.
Rex said that?
See Rex?
Yeah, Rex let us in.
Thanks, Rex.
Yeah, he got to sit him there to unlock it.
We asked him to stick around. We also asked your boy Riley to come.
Riley? All about.
We ask him every week, man. I told Dad we send out an invitation every week. Can't get nobody to come in and join us.
Well, hey, I bet you Stark would if you invited him out, man.
Probably. But you know, beat me in the head once. I don't need it twice.
Well,
What do you think about Notre Dame and the shit they pulled? Not going to a bowl game.
Not going to a bowl game?
they've done that before.
Yeah, but this is like crying over sour milk, man.
Yeah.
They didn't deserve to be in.
I think I've seen Mizzou was in the Alamo Bowl or something.
Playing Texas?
No, shoot. I can't remember. They're not playing Texas.
I can't either. I remember I saw it too, man. I like to have a drink.
I think Texas is in the playoffs.
Not Texas, Texas A&M.
So Texas
Texas is not.
A&M and Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is in.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh yeah, and A&M.
Yeah.
Just not Texas.
A&M still in, but they got beat there by Texas Tech there last week or something.
Do y'all watch sports at all?
Nope.
Bob, we gotta get our fellows onto the sports for the winter, because we're all gonna be cold as hell.
We're going to get them up to speed.
Right on. Because we got one more week before the playoffs, and we will pick those games next week, Bob.
Playoffs or what?
College football playoffs.
Oh yeah, okay.
The first games aren't this week, are they?
No.
Right.
It's the bowl games start next week.
Right.
They're all actual bowl games. I didn't know that they implemented that last year. I don't know how I didn't know. But,
You work too hard.
well, I mean, I kept up with it. Well, I watched the game. I didn't realize that they went to the 12-team system last year from the 14.
Hey, well, you didn't.
I didn't. I guess I had my head under a rock when that got out.
You know, Hodges told me to retire.
What now?
He told me to retire.
He told you to retire?
Yeah, because he was doing the games down in New Madrid at the Riverbend Classic,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get him to East Prairie score fast enough. They were
Couldn't
playing.
get him the East Prairie score fast enough.
Right. You know, we messaged all that during behind the scenes crap, and I've been
Talking
feeding
about
them.
when they played, they got bumped by some, who was that they played,
Whoever, he told me to retire.
because you couldn't get the score going.
I agreed with him. I'm 65. I'm too old to be out here stressing, Bob.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow. Well,
You hear, you hear this crap?
I'm hearing it.
see, fellas,
He sounds like a scorned lover.
Storm the lever. Wow. I do like the camaraderie we're showing, though, fellas. It's really touching, and it really is, because today was going to be my last show, Bob.
It was or is?
Was. I had.
So you was gonna retire?
Well, yes, I was going to probably, I thought I was going to die. But remember, I got to get my teeth done Friday.
Yeah.
Well, I've been outsourced. I've been canceled.
What, you talking about your teeth if you're getting
Yes.
moved somewhere else?
Well, they don't want to see me, Bob, because I was asking for dope. And I wasn't supposed to do that until I was there. And well, it don't make no sense to me. They make all types of opioids for pain. You're about ready to cut my mouth open, and I don't want to be sitting here all weekend going, can I have another Tylenol, please?
Wow.
You might as well just reconcile with yourself the fact that you're going to get Tylenol 3. You ain't getting nothing stronger than that now.
Listen to Scotty.
You just got flagged, man. You want to?
I was flagged.
Just go get your teeth cut out, man. I know a guy.
Whew, man. I'm going to say it. Fuck all y'all.
Hey, what do you mean?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that once intentionally on the air.
Man, what are you using the F word on air for, man?
I'm going to 2026 with a
Just don't take no FCC license.
right. Don't.
That's so undue, man.
I know, Bob. Where's my car? We went off the rails. How long were we in the rails?
I think that's where it all started. When you lost your car, man.
No, we didn't start it noon. Yeah.
And just the thing, I had that car sold for you, remember?
Man, you did. Wow. Hey, I don't know what to say, bro. Sometimes things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Like me not going and getting my teeth ejected, which means I'm going to live now, and I'm going to do a show next week.
So you're afraid you're going to die from getting your teeth cut out?
I've written about that extensively. If you bother to read my writings, Bob, yes, that's exactly what I fear.
Quit going on the WebMD, man.
No, man, son, I've been cracked open like a pecan, and I'm kind of leery of it, of putting me under. It's kind of like, well, yeah.
Here's the thing.
Call me a P word. Go ahead. I'm not manly, Bob. I'm not a manly man.
If you do go out while you're under, you'll never know.
There you go.
Already know.
Wow. Fellas, that's why I was going to do the final show and say how much I appreciated you, Bob. And I believe I've told you, but one of the things that I had written down for this week was the charger that you purchased months ago has been instrumental in everything that has thus went forward. Thank you. And yeah, that was on the thank you list of the last show to do, which is today.
I mean, it's not the last show, so.
Right on.
Thank me later.
I will. And Ag, I had a big thank you to him as well. And Scotty, spiritually, I appreciate all you guys, man. And that's what I was going to say because it could have been the last show, but it's not.
So you already spoiled the last show. You're going to have to write a whole new last show now.
So I'm going to say bye to you now, Bob. And we're going to call Bob's.
Alright, well.
And we're going to talk about you.
Well, that's fine. I've known Bob for a long time. He's a good guy, very talented musician. He's just, really good guy, man.
Right on. So are you, Mr. Hinkle. We'll talk to you later, brother.
Bye, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Stay safe on the
See
water.
you guys.
That was a pretty good dang call then, wasn't it? Now I got to call Bob. How am I going?
Perfect call.
Perfect. 2 minutes to Skinner while I'm dialing in. You got 3 songs for us?
What, Skinner?
Yeah. 3 words.
Give me 3 steps.
There you go.
That's right.
That's 1.
Call me the breeze.
Call me the breeze. Cool. I like the one you did posted the other night.
On the hump.
Yep. That guitar run. Hold on. You know how they did it. So, I gotta go to Facebook. Alan Collins. 2 minutes to Skinner. That's Alan's one. And you know, I always thought Washington was the deal, and it's not. Alan Collins was the deal behind that band.
It was a delicious stew of many ingredients, and a ruthless cook. Make sure they all got put in the right place.
Yeah. There we go, Boz. We got you here, bro. Making the audio call now. This is called live TV. What, am I doing this right?
No idea where you're going.
I'm calling Mr. Boswell as we said we would. Wow. You there, Boz?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hear you perfect. Scott Weldon and Aaron Wallace are here with us. Justin Boswell joins us via Facebook audio. So welcome to the show, Boz.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
We just got done talking to Bob Hinkle, who gave you a right well accommodation too.
Oh, nice.
So Bob wanted to know what you wanted to talk about. I said, man, he's into the podcasting world. We're just gonna hear him riff. So tell us what's up, Boz.
Oh, okay, man. So, I think I'm going to get a show going, if not 2 to 3 right off the bat. But I'm kind of wanting to build a network to have these shows. Obviously, they're going to be my shows, but I kind of want to help other people get their ideas off the ground if they, have good ideas for podcasting, or if they have that ambition and maybe don't have the equipment or whatever. I would love to help produce in any way and help people get their voices out there for great, important topics.
We're raising our hand over here for help. We're trying. We're fledgling, but
Yeah, but I've got to kind of get in there and kind of do some dirty work and get my feet on the ground with all of that as well. But I've got some really good ideas on just recording content in between and keeping it important. But my goal is to try to build it up in 5 years to make it, profitable.
Right on. I hope to be alive in 5 years.
Well, anybody. You never know.
But what kind of motivated you to go that way? I saw some of your stuff, and I think it's pretty cool.
Well, I think, my life switched a lot getting into wastewater and doing this and building a career from getting off the road from my chosen career.
Which is what? What's your chosen career, Bob?
Was music. I toured, was a bass player,
What do you mean, wait, stop. What do you mean was? You're still a bass
I still am. I still get calls from time to time.
What do you mean get called? You don't have any gigs right now? You don't have enough bass work? Because I'll get you some.
I may have something coming here in the first of the year, but I'm done for this year. I'm done.
I don't know what I'm talking about anyway. As KP and I were discussing, apparently I've got Ronnie Van Zantitis, and that's I've got all his. I'm an asshole, but I guess not as talented, so I don't have a Skinner put together.
But
right on, man. I think we always just looking for ways that when you play music, you're just looking for some. I mean, as a true musician, I think you're always just looking. You're going to borrow from people, of course, you know, but I think you're always looking to put your spin on anything that you do, you know.
Yeah.
As an artist, you know, I mean, like, I wanted to get into writing part of it, and I still do write, but I was never vocal enough or had enough confidence to be, you know, in the front and the center of something. Even though sometimes when I play the bass and get down, I put myself in the center of people, like, you know, watching a big guy get down. But anyway, jumping back in there, I think the podcast, I think it's partially, you know, I know physically I can't be on the road like I used to. I mean, I do have if there's any serious bands that can run from Friday to Sunday, you know, I might be interested. But
Hey, Hodges told me to retire.
What's that?
Hodges told me to retire.
Hodges told you to retire.
Yeah, that's a punchline. Go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bob.
No, but anyway, I think I can't, you know, or just right now it's just not available to me to be on the road and do this wastewater gig, you know, that I work over here in Union City, Tennessee now, as a wastewater foreman. But anyway, I think it's a way for me to connect and I can, you know, plug shows and help this new generation of youngsters coming up, man, that were like me. And the biggest problem I had, I guess, with music and maybe not making it to the degree I wanted to is like it was so hard to balance writing, booking, you know, and doing all of that was always hard. It was always if, you know, we could make the music, if somebody could make us get the money, you know what I mean?
It's a lot. It really is.
You know.
It's just not profitable. I mean, you gotta want to do it for the love of it, right?
Oh yeah. And so, you know, podcasting, I want to do musical history, but I'm also wanting to do like little shorts on just mental health conversations, because I think it's still, you know, it's like we're getting better, but it's still a fucking joke.
We are getting better, Boz. That's why we're doing this, friend. And you know, like I told you in our initial conversation, I follow you. I dig your vibe. It's the same thing with Ag and Scotty, man. You know, you got to find dudes that you can talk to about deep shit and get off in it and go on about your business and know that we're not alone out here just like, oh God, trying to get through, right, Ag?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I don't care anymore about who's on what side of politics. I care more about
They both suck.
How do we unite? You know what I mean? How do we?
I like that.
How do we get back? You know what I mean?
And I think all of us are in agreement with that. I asked those fellas for solutions earlier. Yeah, I mean, what is the path forward? Talking?
Well, I do. Yeah, I think it's talking. You know, I do have a political hot take though for this morning.
Fire it up, buddy.
You know,
go.
And I just think it's kind of odd that, you know, like I'm glad that, you know, they came up with something. I could say Trump did something all right. Bailing out the farmers, but it feels a little bit of active socialism, maybe, that they're, you know, from a problem that he created. But anyway, I'm glad, you know, they're getting the bailouts, they work hard and stuff like that, but I hope, you know, to me it just seemed like, oh, there we go, we're using socialism to fix this problem.
Because most nations have found that the real economic mix that works is some socialism and some, you know, capitalism. Unrestricted crony capitalism surely isn't working.
And stop me if I'm wrong, Ag. Aaron is here with us, and obviously he's a farmer. This isn't the first time bailouts have occurred, is it?
No.
And if we didn't, what the hell would they do? And I think they're kind of dependent upon.
I think maybe I didn't explain myself well. What I mean is that it's funny how, you know, socialism always seems to be such a bad thing
Until it's not.
You know,
Here's the thing is, I'm old enough that I'm like, I can't believe it's come full circle. It like, because I mean, it had been Red Scare. Red Scare was so outdated that video games were making it kind of like a joke, like Fallout. That was part of the joke of Fallout, was that they were all, you know, watch out for the commies. you know, and then
Yeah.
like
Y'all gonna have to help out a little to help Paul
right
out a
back
little.
out like we're in 1952. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, and it's all just coming from a point of like just how hypocritical as people we are, all the way up to
Yep.
the people that lead this country. You know what I mean? It's just like we gotta get over ourselves. You know.
Well, Bob,
But anyway.
hey man, so I know you're at work. I know you were. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. We just spoke with Bob right before you. He's on the river up near Thebes. So man, if we can we pencil you in like to holler at you next Wednesday during our show?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll try to come in sometime too.
All
I
right.
think. Are y'all gonna Are y'all gonna take off before that that Christmas?
Hell no.
Okay,
Well,
I can come in person. You know, that Wednesday.
Because this was potentially our last show because I wasn't going to survive my
Gotcha.
tooth extractions. We are now going to continue forward, and yeah, we'll just include you in on like the pre-show prep and go from there, boss.
Cool, man. Yeah, I gotta come say hi to my papa boss. So.
All right, dog. We will speak soon.
All right.
All right.
Y'all take care.
Thanks for
Bye.
you. Ag, give me your take on today's show.
Is it over?
No, I'm trying. Is it over? You called it a monstrosity of what earlier? I need that back. I'm getting us lined up for the end, Scotty. Down. Who is that?
what?
Down. That.
Oh, it's a Griffin Park.
Yes. Yeah. Dog and butterfly.
We love life.
Well, it was a great show. Thanks to Bob and Boz,
Bob and Boss.
Scotty and Ag, Dolan, KP if you know me, or my cardiologist. I'm going from my hot cardiologist in Murray to Dr. Bob.
Don't ask him for the medicine. Don't.
Oh, hell.
All right.
Well,
And have you guys been eating your vitamin D? Yeah?
Yeah.
Keep forgetting. I get a sniffle, bam, I eat a gummy or two.
I usually get mine in the form of mushrooms, but
Yep.
well, it was a great show. We did the best we could do because that's all we can do. That's what we do every week. Week 16, Ag says. So let's bring it in, fellas. Team on me. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ding!
Boom. Oh.
Best
dang.
yet. Best yet.
the hell with
Best yet.
that. One or two that lay on the floor.
What was that? Now,